Let me tell you about my latest 14 euro Dior experience. And who says luxury must cost a fortune? I was lucky enough to be part of the Dior universe while visiting the Dior Galeria. After waiting around 10 minutes in line, I walked down the hall and ended up picking up my tickets at the front desk. Well, there is nothing unusual here, and I will not take the time to describe how I purchased my ticket because it's pretty much similar to any purchasing ticket activity, like going into a museum, show, or cinema. The only difference when you're buying that ticket is the expectation of what is still to be discovered at the other end of the door. So let me get back to my 14 euro luxury deal. I'm calling it a transaction at the moment of the purchase, but by the end of this video, you will understand that I rather took the first step towards establishing a meaningful connection with the brand. The gap between luxury and mass is now very much shallow. If by definition luxury is defined by the inaccessibility and restrictive access, it meant that very few could have access to it. But in recent years, luxury has taken on different meanings. First, there was accessible luxury. Then there was the democratization of luxury. Well, at some point, luxury was closely linked to having access to things. For example, people have the luxury of time. They have the luxury of traveling several times in a year. And sometimes they would say that luxury is having something that is not necessarily related to a possession, but a lifestyle. Okay, I think you get the point now. In the context of actual consumption, individuals do not necessarily need to invest in a sum of money or do high-risk investments to access luxury. With experiential economy, luxury consumption transcends mere monetary value. Its currency is emotional, relational, and human. It's about the person and their relationship with the brand. The more the brand opens its door and receives individuals in, the higher the perception of equity. Imagine how privileged people are to share a personal piece of information about their lives, loved ones, and jobs. As far as brands are concerned, it's exactly the same thing. When brands share intimate details with customers, they privilege and honor them. Then comes the notion of experience and experiment. In a luxury setting, there is certainly an investment of the brand in terms of the offer, the aesthetics, presentation, and environment in which the offer is presented. Luxury brands have long invested in developing and providing a consumer experience and the product-related experience. They kept their promise in terms of the quality of the offer, its uniqueness, exclusivity, and all the services that come around that and add value to it. Luxury brands have also invested in affordable luxury lines to satisfy the thirst of those who wish to be part of their world or universe. Like perfume, makeup, accessories have democratized luxury brands and left them inside of the homes of customers. And they have extended or expanded their presence in and on the market. Hotels, cafes, beach clubs, they now collaborate with premium or high street brands and highlight effective and unique experiences through different stores. As a result, luxury brands have made it possible for customers to experiment on one hand and get in touch on the other. Customers who are experimenting are now those who are coming in contact and actively engaging with brands. The sum of these little experiences or engagements is now greater than a single transactional experience of purchasing a product. To give an example, having visited different stores like a pop-up, a flagship, a Galeria, or having participated in a Dior-led event could hold more meaning than purchasing just a mere Dior handbag. These experiences are ad hoc and influence how customers perceive the brand and value it. I know that you are so eager to discover the Dior Galeria with me. So let me first tell you what I will be talking about and why. I will first describe the journey through which an individual, such as I, goes through to discover all sections and displays that the brand has provided. I will then highlight important elements related to the construction of customer experience and her journey. I will then look at the atmosphere, the themes, and all atmospheric elements. To conclude, I will talk about the glorious walk down the staircase and its implications to the customer holistic experience. Instead of presenting all of this information on a flat wall, there's this little detail of curviness, allowing a smooth discovery journey for the one who is looking at the presented information. Different points are highlighted throughout the exhibition, and they consist of showing results, but then telling individuals how the process goes to meet and achieve that result. So this is really nice. Moving from one room to the other, another universe unveils. A discovery of exceptional dresses and pieces like embroidery, embellishment, textiles, details, accessories, cuts, shapes, or volumes. The curation had made every piece equal to an artwork. And then there was the decor. Each presentation makes more sense in the way it's presented and in the context of presentation. Aesthetics help tell a story, reinforce the narrative, and engage people in each step and at every level. All in all, each individual participates with the brand rituals. She travels from darkness to light. She listens, admires, she takes time, holistically conceived. She learns, experience is created and crafted in each of the exhibition's levels. Each section stands on its own brand. Together, all pieces translate one story, one world, one ethos. Visitors are enclaved in the brand stories. They disconnect from the outside world to become the protagonists of the journey they construct with Dior. If an experience is to be described, it would be a set of dichotomies, a passage from dark to light, from thick to light, from opaque to pastel, from what is done to what it and how it was done, from the final piece to the process of work, from the challenge to the reward. They discover, browse, look around, stop, walk. They walk faster, they examine, they admire. With their control over time and the quality of information that they want to absorb or have access to, visitors write their own version of experience with the brand. The journey immerses visitors and allows them to dive into the brand's history, the brand's development, and it allows them to imagine its future. The journey starts with the discovery of the brand timeline. Nothing unusual here. However, the story naturally highlights key events related to the person, the designer, the business owner, the brand, and then the empire. Journey is completed with a walk of fame. Going down the stair, the visitor is showered with colors and shades. She collects moments of luxury, moments of beauty, moments of infancy, and moments of womanhood. Every step down the stairs is a coronation of the beautiful relationship that has been created with the brand. By the time the last steps are taken, the visit to recollect her thoughts and emotions, to get ready and go out and face that real world again are just like handled. There has been no act of purchase during time spent with the brand. There has only been a time of bonding, a time of meditation, a time of non-material consumption. Brands want to make more sense to customers and be part of their lives. They need to open up to them. If they want customers to get closer and to be part of their community, they have to give them a reason and provide them with a purpose. If today customers want to bond with their brands, they have to be considered as their own. Any brand and customer experience should be from now on conceived and built and created around a connection, story, and immersive experience. Should anyone have invested 14 euros to take part of the Dior experience is not a question. The objective was to turn the visitor into a potential customer and eventually a loyal evangelist. Well, this at least was one little chunk of what have been experienced during my visit to the Dior Galeria. And I hope that this also helps you dream and immerse into my story and the way I have perceived this visit and my relationship to the brand.